You may remember before when we were designing the gabion, we drew a rectangle surrounding the gabion itself, and it's in this case 2 feet by 2 feet, and we set a fence line pattern to show what might become the welds on a mesh that we put on top of it. It's been pointed out to me there's an easier way. Let's make that line back to a continuous line, and let's go to gCADPlus and use the grid entity. That's under Tools, not gCADPlus. Insert grid lines. And if I set up, say, 5 horizontal and 5 vertical lines with a spacing, remembering this is a drawing from the imperial system, that's 1/2 foot, 6 inches, we can say OK. And the prompt then says input the insertion point of the grid lines. I'll do that, and the grid lines then go smack bang over. But what we'd like to do is to draw some sort of little block that is placed at each point along the perimeter. Let me demonstrate by, if we draw a rectangle, and I won't be too fussy with this, but we'll zoom in here. Let's say we want to put a weld, something like that. Let's pick that up and move it just off here. I'll use the draw line from one end point to another, like so. Repeat line from the other corner, oops, from that end point to this end point, and I'll make a block of that, and I'll call it weld, and as a pick point I'll pick the center of it, and we'll say OK. Now we can use the tool in the gCADPlus drop down where we copy along a line, and the prompt says select the plant symbol to copy. Well, you can use it with any symbol, so I can pick that symbol. I now need to select the copy path, so I'll pick it, and I'll start at this point down here, which is in fact 0, 0, 0. Get that right in a moment, 0, 0. And for the spacing distance we want 6 inch, this is an imperial design, and 0.5, and then the little weld goes all the way around where we want it to be. And you could of course edit that weld symbol to make it a little darker if you like. So here we have either an elevation or a plan view for a 2 foot by 2 foot gabion structure with multicolored stones in it.